How's it going, everyone? I'm Sir James, coming at you guys with another lightsaber video, and today we're here to focus on a saber belonging to Jedi Master Santari Khri that we've seen in flashback scenes in the video game Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And I have to say, this particular lightsaber is extremely gorgeous looking, especially something from the High Republic era. And as for a actual prop in hand, also extremely top heavy at the same time. Now let us not forget that of course it is May 4th, or in this case May the 4th be with you. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Star Wars day. And even though I saved the questions for last, I'm just going to ask here and now, what are your special plans for Star Wars weekend? Any particular lightsabers you're after? Product? Are you guys watching Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace out on the big screen, which is what I'm going to be doing, and so much more. Now this video was made possible by Sabers, which is where the saber was obtained from. However, the maker of the hilt is going to be Nexus Sabers, if you guys are curious. And not to worry, I do have other surprises in store for other Star Wars Survivor sabers. But until then, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this one, and then I'll go ahead and share some more details. So here is a closer look at the hilt. We're going to go ahead and start with the upper emitter section. Now some of you may look at this and be like, it kind of reminds you of the Mace Windu. And maybe Mace Windu kind of based a saber from the High Republic era, which I think would make a lot of sense. I haven't dived too deep into the characters themselves. But here is the front section. Now this here isn't the actual switch here. The switch is actually going to be this upper portion right here, which is a single button activation. As we twirl this around, we can see more of that nice, beautiful white and gold design added into the hilt, with little holes on the top there for your emitter, with a total of 3 retention screws. Give you a close up there. A lot of shiny gold details. Then here is the midsection, down to the pommel area, which of course features the D-ring, which is nice and secured, especially because all the weight of the saber is here. The D-ring is still going to hold just as well. And as far as my initial testings of the saber, I haven't ran into any issues involving that whatsoever, which is good. And also too, I don't know if you noticed this little detail as well. Because of the shiny gold, you could also see some details etched right into these holes here, which is also very, very cool. Alright, so the other thing is, of course, the chassis. Now, in fact, I forgot to mention off the bat that the one that I'm reviewing today in this review is actually going to be based on the Profi version. To access the chassis, which is 100% removable by the way, you're just going to go ahead and unscrew it right here at the silver section, which kind of has a little bit of a noise to it. I could probably oil that up or something, probably take that away. But here is the chassis right here. It is 100% removable, and as you can see, it is also in gold, so a little different from the chassis that I've seen in my other previous sabers. So you do have the button here. Like I said, it's a 1-button setup. You do have your Profi board right there. On the sides here, you do have an LED strip, which I'll showcase in just a moment. We also have a kill switch on the top there, on and off, and a removable battery, along with a USB-C charging port right there on the bottom. To go ahead and turn on, just flip this over. And as I mentioned, the sides here are LED, which will mimic what the blade style is. For example, now obviously most of the time you're not really going to see that anyways, especially when the saber is fully put together. Those LEDs on the sides pretty much don't add really anything. Like I said, I need to kind of oil that up. And speaking of which, it is getting hot in here. I was wanting to wear an actual like outfit that I had planned, but It's been way too hot lately, so I was trying to endure that as much as possible. But right off the bat, just want to let you know that this particular saber that I'm reviewing like it is straight out of the box, meaning I did not add anything. I didn't add any fonts, gesture controls, or anything like that. But speaking of gesture controls, unfortunately, out of the box, this does not have any form of gesture controls out of the way, meaning that there's no twist on or twist off, and no thrust or swing on or anything like that, which is a little bit on the downside. I like having gesture controls already by default out of the box, and I'm pretty sure some people also like that as well. It's a pretty cool way to show off to your friends who've never seen these cool, advanced lightsabers and whatnot that we have access to nowadays. But other than that, if you don't care about gesture controls, then you're going to have no issues whatsoever. You're just going to be activating the button there to do everything pretty much. So let's go ahead and bring over a blade. Now this will use a 7/8 lightsaber blade, just so you are aware. And go ahead and adjust these little retention screws here. Like I said, there are a total of 3 points in which the blade will sit in. And as far as depth of the blade, it doesn't sit in pretty deep. In fact, here's how much blade sits in. So right now I have it fully in, and my finger is going to be at the end point. That's how much of the blade sits right in there. So in this case, I would highly recommend you secure all 3 of the retention screw points to ensure full maximum security of your blade, especially if you're out trooping around or hanging out at the Disney parks, or maybe you're going to a recent lightsaber meetup, which is happening today at Disneyland, and I'm sure at other locations as well. So let's go ahead and turn off this main light. So what I would like to do first is I would like to at least start by activating every saber font, or not activating, cycling through every saber font, so that way you know what you're going to be getting with your product. Now, obviously, the first saber font, as you heard when we first turned it on, is going to be of Kylo Ren. And just to confirm, we have the Kylo Ren saber font there. And we're just going to go ahead and cycle through the included saber fonts until we get back to Kylo Ren, and then we'll kind of go from there. So here we go.
Handle the Jedi.
The Dark Sword.
Ascension.
You and I will be working much more closely from now on.
Good for nothing, Jedi.
Fulfill your destiny. You will be Empress. We will be one.
You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Rogue Commander. Darkness.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
You are no Jedi!
No!
The General, to me she's royalty.
You've never fought anyone like me.
I am Revan! The dark side.
I am no Jedi.
Dark Wolf.
Codex of Light. Cyber Terror. Dark Ages. Hatred. Idol. Serenity. The Champion. The Dark Lord Revisited. The Learner. The Second. The Teacher. Whispers of Power. I am Sailor Moon!
Spectrum. Battery level indicator. The map to Skywalker. We know you found it. And now you're going to give it to the First Order.
So there you go. Those are all the pre-included saber fonts that you will get with the saber out of the box. And as you can tell, there's a lot of saber fonts there, and a lot of pretty good ones too, from pretty much all kinds of different aspects. Clone Wars, prequel, sequel, all that fun stuff, including that weird random one, Sailor Moon. In fact, if you are curious, yes, someone actually has made a actual lightsaber hilt of the I forget what the actual weapon was called from it, but yes, there's an actual hilt that represents what that font is for. So anyways, let's go ahead and cycle through some of the fonts once again, but this time with the blade active.
Rule the Jedi.
So we're going to show this with yellow. Now in the video game, if you were curious, no, the actual blade was not yellow for the character. In fact, the blade color was blue. Let's go ahead. Oop.
The dark sword.
Now the blade, or not the blade, but the hilt, as I mentioned, is very top heavy in this upper section. In fact, if you're curious about the materials, I do have an actual screenshot of what that is. So as far as the materials used for the creation of this, it is made of pure copper and stainless steel plus 24K true gold electroplating process, pure white fuel injection over UV. And to be fair, most of what I said, I have no idea what most of that is, but it sounds really cool. There are some things there I do know, like copper and, you know, the 24K gold type thing. But yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, sounds all nice and dandy.
Ascension.
This one is what? Oh, this one's green. Nice. Ascension. It's been a while since I've heard this one. Now, let's see if I can remember how to change blade colors. It's been a while since I've done it with a single button.
Color wheel activated.
Wait, did I do it? Oh, okay, so I just had it upside down, held the button and twist, and now it looks like we're in a color wheel mode, so I could be whatever color that I want. In fact, just to kind of help with the reflection there, you can see all the available colors. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go to a blue, because that's what it was in the video game. Let's see. Now how do I lock it?
Color selected.
Oh, there you go. To lock it, you just hold down the button until it says color selected, and now we are on the blue. Sounds easy enough.
You and I will be working much more closely from now on.
Got that Darth Maul in there, or not Darth Maul, in this case, Lord Maul. Let's see if this one has any form of, some of these fonts I know will have either force effects on there, or they'll have quotes. Let's see what this one has. So it's got some type of hitting there. And if you're curious how to activate that, you hold down the button and twist like this to activate whatever it is that particular font will have.
Good for nothing, Jedi.
See if this has anything. Oh, that one does something with the blade. We'll activate it again. Nice, nice.
Fulfill your destiny.
I'm trying. Now let's see if this one. Nope, just a force thing too. I don't know if any of these actually have any quotes on them, to be honest.
You will be Empress. We will be one.
Ooh, I like that. Let's do that one again. I like the fact that it started off as a white and then it shifted over to the red. And then the white light. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Let's see if this one has anything. Nope. Now obviously when I'm holding this, honestly, I find myself holding it way up here than trying to hold it down here and swing, just because of how top heavy that is. You can still do it, it's fine, but for something where I want a little bit more secure and comfort, I tend to be up here a bit more on that one.
You have hate. You have anger.
Let's see.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Maybe Obi-Wan's got some quotes. Nope, he does not. It's alright.
Commander.
Darkness.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
Now, if you wish to activate music, you hold down the button, let go.
You are no Jedi! No!
Okay. I held it for too long. I think you have to hold it down. Press, let go.
The General, to me, she's royalty.
Now, how do you activate the music again? It's been a while. I feel like I've done it. It's,
You've never fought
Nope.
anyone. The dark side.
okay, it's one of those methods. Maybe it's on the side.
Ahsoka Tano.
Nope, that's not it, but let's see what Ahsoka has. Oh, this one's the white one. Maybe this one's got quotes.
I was beginning to believe I knew who you were behind that mask, but it's impossible. My master could never be as vile as you.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
So there you go. There's one right there. That's got some more fun with quotes. Actually, you know what? Honestly, with the white blade and this color, it looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? Do you think this one looks better with the white blade? Let me know. Now, also, too, in the video game, I just thought I'd mention this. In the video game, at least in the cutscene, it kind of looked like these areas here where the white is seem to be also glowing the effect of the crystal as well. Obviously, here in the actual prop version, these don't glow or anything like that. But as far as the details here, you can see the lighting that shines through there. At an angle, it's a bit hard to see, but if you're looking at it straight on, it is noticeable with those details. Same thing on the other side. And I like those little details there. Let's see. Let's see if we can activate it with the blade on. Wait, what did I just do? I did something, it changed. I don't know what just happened. We went from white. I'm confused. What just happened? I have no idea what happened. I thought I was doing something. Okay, that was weird.
Codex of Light, Cyber Terror, Dark Ages, Hatred, Idol, Serenity.
We're gonna do the Sailor Moon one. I know you guys wanted that one.
The Champion, the Dark Lord Revisit, the Learner, the Second, the Teacher, Whispers of Power. I am Sailor Moon!
There you go. There's the Sailor Moon. I know someone's requesting it, so here we go. Sailor Moon Saber font in 3, 2, 1. There you go. And yes, this one does feature audio. Oh. Not gonna lie, for a Saber Moon font, I did like the little Prion effect before it actually ignited the blade, so props to that one. That's right, I've seen Sailor Moon when I was very young, so I've seen it all. Next up.
Spectrum. Battery level.
And of course, it's got your battery level indicator as well. So if you're not sure if your saber is getting low or might need to charge it, just look where the light is on the blade. As you can see, the light is way towards the top here. I don't know what that percentage will be, to be quite honest, but it's definitely above 50% if anything counts. Definitely probably above 70 if I had to take a wild guess here.
The map to Skywalker.
And back to that one.
We know you found it. But now you're going to give it to the First
Yes, we've heard it countless of times, Kylo Ren. I do like Kylo Ren, don't get me wrong. It just, sometimes I hate it when he brings up the map. Gets annoying. So yeah, overall, what do I think of the saber? Like I said, the saber itself is gorgeous. as mentioned about 2 or 3 times already, it is very top heavy in this upper section right there. I'm not exaggerating when I say it is top heavy. If there's one thing that I guess if I were to complain about, or something that I would have liked to have seen after now having it in my hands for a bit of time, is that I kind of wish that they were able to maybe add or distribute some additional weight to maybe the other end over here. Like, I don't know if they were able to like change the pommel section here to something where they could add some weight down here and maybe help offset it a little bit more. Whether or not that was something that they attempted and it just didn't turn out right, I don't really know. Obviously, I'm not there behind the scenes or the thought process of getting these made and machined and things like that. So maybe it was brought up and they just couldn't get it to work. But regardless of whatever the case may be, it's still a pretty gorgeous looking lightsaber. And if you are someone that is collecting sabers from the High Republic era, then this is perfect to add to your collection. Or if you're just trying to collect all the different sabers from the Star Wars Jedi Survivor / Fallen Order video game, then this is something that you could add to your collection. And also, before I forget, since we're mentioning Star Wars Jedi Survivor, at least the time I'm reviewing the saber, it is currently on sale right now during the Star Wars Day weekend. I believe it's going for about $30. Definitely worth checking out. A lot of fun for sure. And of course, even though the saber was only featured in a brief little flashback scene involving the character using it, if anything, as you guys know, you can customize your saber in the game. And yes, you are able to find this particular hilt and use it to customize Cal Kestis lightsaber if you wish to do it that way. But until then, let me know what you guys think about this lightsaber in the comment section down below. But like I said, thank you for joining me on this Star Wars Day, and always remember, may the Force be with you, or in this case, may the Fourth be with you, and have a wonderful weekend.